hey, yo.
Bruh,
Yeah.
you tell me.
You've seen that new Childish Gambino.
Well, yeah, I was just talking about that on the vlog, bruh. What you seen that, Jay?
This is America.
Bruh.
Oh, God.
Oh, yo, hold on. Renata's calling.
Dude.
Okay, cool.
Hey, baby.
Hi, I just FaceTimed you.
Yeah, I did not get it. I found we really need to switch phone services. Like, Tom just called me, and I got that.
Thank you.
I said, we really need to switch phone services because Tom called me, and I got that, but literally did not get your FaceTime. Yep.
I'm about to put the boys down, and I was consulting with you on whether or not you're ready for me to put them down yet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I got time on the other end, baby.
What did you say?
I said I got time on the other end.
I still can't hear you.
I was saying I got time.
Say it again.
I said I got time on the other end.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
My bad.
Okay.
I'll go.
I'm not saying
I'll
that.
please.
It's a rookie mistake. I shouldn't even say that. I said that's a rookie mistake. I shouldn't even say that. I knew I shouldn't have said that, but then I was like, oh, she's cool. She get it. He'll get it. And I was like, nope, shouldn't have said that.
You're not talking to him. I'll see you soon.
Okay, I'm just passing the Tennessee state line, so.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, love you. Y'all ever like mean to switch over, but you hang up accidentally? All right, let's see if Tom gonna call me back. He probably assumed that I'm on the phone, so I'm gonna call him back. Y'all ever feel like that? Like you don't want to be the person who call your homie back?
Bruh.
What's up, bruh? Sorry about that. I hung up instead of pressing switch over. And then I was like, yo, he probably gonna call me back. And I was like, pause. So now I just called you back.
Nah, man. My phone normally does that when you hang up or something like that. I think my phone just like calls you back. It's really weird.
Hey, it is what it is, bro. So this J. Cole though.
No, Childish Gambino, my
Right.
man.
This other conscious brother.
You know what's funny about it is,
I literally just watched the video.
Yeah.
There's so much symbolism and stuff in this video. It's crazy.
Bro, you watched the video about the video?
no, I haven't seen that yet.
I literally, when I called you 10 minutes ago, whatever, 20 minutes ago, that's right before I watched the video.
Right before I called you.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying there is symbolism in the video? That's what you noticed?
Yeah. I just noticed
There's a whole lot of symbolism in the video. And
Okay, so what kind of symbolism? Because I got mad questions. What kind of symbolism did you see?
So, like, okay, first off,
it's starting out with the black man playing the guitar, and it's kind of just feeling like a African island type of vibe.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy because like after his last album, he immediately addressed my expectations, like without saying anything. Because I was like, what is he gonna do after Awaken My Love? You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like it's gonna be, he's got to go even more artsy. You know what I mean? And so it starts off. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, I was wondering if he was gonna rap again, all that stuff. And then like the video starts off and it's this like black guy, feels real woodsy, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And playing acoustic guitar, everybody ashy, you know, and then it's like, all right, that's what I expect. And then immediately, if the vibe starts to change and he like transitions out of the last album with like that one moment in the beginning where it's just acoustic, he's like, okay, and I'm doing something different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm taking what I just did. Yeah, I'm taking what I just did. It's not like I'm just like pretending like I didn't just do the greatest R&B album of 2017, 16, whatever it dropped. But I am also, I'm like moving forward. You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, I even catch symbolism in his flow, because that's not Childish Gambino's like flow, his typical flow.
No, it's not.
You know
but he
what I'm saying?
did. I thought it. Go ahead.
So for him to like grab that flow, and I mean J. Cole did it on his last album too. You know, there's a couple songs where he put it on. Was it?
Yeah, we gotta break that down.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one too. Oh my goodness.
Right.
But no, Gambino, I mean he grabbed just a nice little trap, you know, little turn up flow, and the crazy part is that he didn't do the normal, you know, thing with it. He was able to like, you know, say some actual good truth in there. He was actually able to like say some stuff that'll make you think if you break down the lyrics. Like if we wrote them out, and broke down the lyrics, I'm sure people would be like, yo, he's saying some super deep stuff. Even though I know most people watching the video or even hearing just the song, they'll get that from the lyrics.
But the video
is very clear.
Yeah,
but the symbolism of the video,
I felt like
the video like really, really, because I hadn't ever heard that song. Is that a new song? I mean, I'm assuming that's a single, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a single.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I was blown away by the video. I was blown away by it. Like a lot of stuff they were able to get away with even putting it in the video.
Yeah. So tell me about the symbolism though.
So let me see, what else did I get? The fact that
he's shirtless throughout the whole video, and then, like in my opinion, that kind of symbolized, like, as a black man, this is who I am. I'm stripped down. I'm not necessarily relying on the bling and the you know,
word.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like,
it also had like mad slave vibes.
Yeah, it's got like a slave. Definitely, it's got a very woodsy slave, you know, type of thing.
I'm in Africa.
The reason that I say that again,
and then it had like an African vibe too.
Yeah, African vibe
with the music and stuff,
just real natural. But the cool part about it is his flow, some of the music. And like he's doing all the new dances,
bro. He hit the block boy. You see him hit the block boy?
Yeah. All of that.
All of them, bro. That's just crazy.
Killing it.
I didn't know Gambino could dance like that.
I feel like Gambino dance like he sing though. It's just like you good. You alright. You better than I thought you was. But it's not like you ain't killing none of my students in Sherwood though. But
yeah, right. That's true. That's very true.
It's crazy. So this is what I thought. When I thought it, I was like, he made me feel like I can. Gambino his singing and dancing make you feel like I can dance.
Right.
I can sing. Right. I can. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. He was jigging, man. That dude got with it.
But it was still kind of corny though. But it was cool though, because it was like a I don't care what nobody think type of situation.
But that's why I like it. That's the reason I said it was cool.
It was like, real. It wasn't no corny.
Yeah.
Well, it was very real. It was very real.
But like so in my opinion, the symbolism of that is it's like completely juxtaposing the fact that he is looking like straight out of, you know, just natural black man, you know, African vibe.
Look like he needs to be signed to Janelle Monáe.
You say that again?
Looking like he needs to be signed to Janelle Monáe.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. He's got that he definitely got that vibe. So I mean, to have that, like the look that he had, you know, completely unshaven, just kind of like, just again, raw, natural, but then he was doing all the dances, his flow, you know, the music, everything else, everything was contrast in the video.
Bruh, it was all about the juxtaposition, bruh.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it was so, like, one thing I noticed is, like, I met with my guy Justin, who's the next videographer I plan on working with, and we were talking about ways to kind of, like, keep our music videos on a budget. And a lot of the money would come from, it was a mosquito. I think I killed it. But a lot of the money in the budget is going to come from the time it takes him to edit the video. And so we were like, I've been watching a lot of these videos that are like one shot all the way through on a gimbal.
Right.
Shout out to like Toby in Guewe, or however you say my guy's name.
I think it's in Wigwig.
In Wigwig. That's so funny to say. In Wigwig.
What?
Just saying in
Wigwig.
That's it. I don't know. I feel like mad xenophobic in Gwee.
That's not it.
That's funny, bro. The little hood kid in me thinks that's hilarious.
You know, wait, is that not it?
I have no idea, bro. I don't even know how to spell that junk. I just put it in YouTube. I know. I just put it in. I just type it in, and then the internet pulls it up for me.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, no, I was gonna say, yeah, we mess up a lot of names. Sorry,
bro. Nobody can spell anymore. I blame it on the internet, bro.
Right.
I don't remember nobody's phone number or nothing. I just started out and the internet finishes it out for me. But yeah, bro, the contrast was crazy from like the like I was saying earlier, talking to the people, and I was just telling them like, I feel like it's this contrast between like I'm going to like uplift myself and feel something happy by any means necessary. Contrasted with this, I will survive by any means necessary. You know what I mean? And it's like it's still savage. And I think that's crazy that he had the African imagery, because like, he was playing on this like savagely happy, like look at me doing these like, like mad indigenous dances. To like I'm busting heads left and right. And he was like making that almost like primal drive, like making that almost like a result of what America is / does to someone. At the same time, it's like he's contrasting. Oh, there go the Ty Brasso billboard. Shout out to Ty Brasso. At one time he's like checking, you know what I mean? On one end, he's like checking America, saying this is America. America is savage, it's brutal, it's like manic, you know what I mean? And also he's like also critiquing America, saying this is what America does to us.
Yeah,
black
like
people.
the crazy
what
part
I mean?
is,
I don't know if you could tell, the only people that got shot in the video were people who, like you said, the man who looked very like African indigenous, who looked, who was playing music on a guitar, who was kind of like, in our culture, music also equates to like celebration. It's something that we turn to during celebration, during mourning, it's kind of like our way of communicating emotions.
Yep.
And so like,
and then later on, the choir gets shot up.
Bruh, this is the line when I was like talking to the people, but I was saying, I said the line something like, basically it went like, kill your hope so you don't get choked, or something like that. That was the bar.
Wow.
I had to like,
wow.
But it was like, we'll do anything. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever you have to do to survive. You know what I mean? Even if that means killing your own joy, even if that means like sacrificing the very thing that you needed 5 minutes ago just to get that high. Like when it's survival mode, it's like I'm gonna even kill my own happiness. Just at least I'll be alive later. And then you flip and it's the scraping and the running and just trying to forget about what you just had to do. And man, that reminds me so much of my students, bro, of like one thing that has always like about teaching in the hood and growing up here in Memphis is just like how quick people switch. You know what I mean? One minute it's all good, we happy, and the next minute it's like you ready to fight. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the reasons why I didn't never check people growing up. Checking is, did they say checking in Chicago?
I mean,
y'all say treating, right? Y'all say treating.
Oh yeah,
checking, yes.
Y'all flaming
treating, whatever.
Yeah. But like, that's why for me growing up, it's crazy how you could go 1 minute checking is a form of like just finding a form of entertainment, to the next minute is I'm ready to lay you out. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Here's what's crazy. Like for me, like I took it as him kind of switching back and forth between being a black person or just a person of color, and also being the persona of America. And so like him killing the thing that that we hold dear to us, you know, like the music, the man who was playing the music, you know, what he symbolizes. He symbolizes, like you're saying, hope. He symbolizes faith. He symbolizes, you know, joy or emotions. And then the same thing with like the choir. You know, the choir, like that was the part when it was like, you know, grandma, what were they saying? Something like grandma said, told me get your money or something like that.
Yeah,
Like that was the line that they were singing. And like, you know, and they get shot up, you know, like grandma, the choir,
that reminded me, when I saw that, all I could think about was Charleston. Was it Charleston, Charlottesville?
Yeah.
Or Charleston?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
Charlottesville.
Okay, but just, yeah, when Dylan Roof, man, it just reminded, when I saw that, all I could think about was Dylan Roof and him walking into that church and being welcomed, you know?
Yep.
And then spraying and like, I think in a lot of ways, I think that he's the reason why I think he's saying this is what America does to black people. Not only does America do the violence to black people, but it teaches violence to black people. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Because like, I feel like he represented the American, at the same time he simultaneously represented the American dream and what America is willing to do to whoever else to get the American dream. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.